And what are you working on?
I'm putting on an AC compressor.
Okay. And so, what does that do?
This is what compresses the Freon for your air conditioner.
Okay.
Compresses it, makes it go through this condenser out here, then the condenser lowers the temperature. Then it goes back and it sprays through an orifice tube, and on this one it doesn't have an orifice tube, it's got an expansion valve, so when it sprays through there it goes from high to low really fast, and that's what makes it super cold.
Gotcha.
This might go psh, so don't want to scare you. Nope. Easy peasy.
Sweet.
Thank God it's not a Ford pickup.
Really? Are those tough?
They kind of suck.
Oh, so this tucks up to the belt.
Yeah.
And then is this belt's different from the main?
No, this is the main belt on this car. Most everything anymore has gone to single belts, and then some of the really, really new stuff, they're starting to separate the compressor onto its own belt.
Okay.
That way if it breaks, it doesn't take out everything.
Ah.
Because for a long time they were using one single belt. Well, you know, something would lock up and break the belt. Well, then you don't have any cooling, your alternator's not charging anymore. And
yeah, that's not fun.
so, yeah, you basically lose everything. No power steering, and some of the big trucks, like F-250s and 350s, they're so heavy that when you break power steering belt, you can't hardly steer them. I mean, it's everything I can do to steer one. You get them in the shop. It helps when you've worked on these a bunch.
Yeah.
These are really pretty good cars. They don't need very much.
And you're gonna have to tighten up the belt too?
Yeah. On this car's got an auto tensioner on it.
Okay.
So once we get that ready, we just put the belt on it, and then it just...
And then are you using the universal joint on it just to make it easier?
Yeah. These sockets have them built in.
Okay.
And it's just years ago, I just got so used to using them, I don't even hardly use a regular socket anymore. It's just what I prefer.
Yeah.
Everybody has their tools that they like to use, or
right.
And like this car, it's hard to get a straight shot on anything, so using a universal joint type sockets, you can get in these tight places. I know I'm moving kind of fast here.
You're good.
I want to go home on time for once. I still probably won't, but
yeah. So what time do you show up, Ron?
I work 7 to 6.
Okay.
Greg and I both come in at 7, open the shop, get all the vehicles unloaded out of here, and start writing up customers, and then Isaac and Steve come in at 8.
Okay.
And then they leave at 7.
Gotcha.
So
you guys work long days.
yeah. Yeah, some people will complain, but I mean, you know, I've been doing this almost 30 years, so that's just kind of it's the nature of this business.
Yeah.
I've always worked long days.
Yeah.
The only place I've worked a shorter day was in a dealership, and there we worked 8 to 5:30.
No, there you go.
And I used to always stay till 6 because I'm kind of money hungry. Just trying to make a little extra money. Plus I had a little kid at home too then.
What's that little cable?
That is an oil pressure sender. So that's what tells you in the dash that you have oil pressure.
Ah, that's important. And then Ron, what's this white thing?
That's an oil filter.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, Nissan's, I don't like, that's one of the things I don't like about their cars, because no matter what, when you take the filter off, it drains all over this frame.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you know, we're real good about, we clean them up with brake clean afterwards, but some shops don't.
Yeah.
And so, you know, somebody will think, oh man, I got an oil leak. Well, you really don't. It's just all that oil leaking out of the frame. So,
yeah.
That's just one of my pet peeves. I think they could have had a better location for the oil filter. But they've been like that forever, so I don't think they're going to change. Let's see here. this goes like that.
Oh snap, so the belt has to go up.
Yeah, man, let's go back up here. Of course, it's gonna fold all up and not be very cooperative. These are never cooperative. Anybody who's ever done one of these belts on these cars, they can be kind of frustrating sometimes.
Is it in metric or?
Yeah, most Nissans are really easy. Almost all their stuff is 10, 12, 14, 17, and 19
millimeters?
Yeah, so that's one of the really nice things. Is they're very easy to remember what they take. These you have to make sure you get them on. All the ribs have to be on, because if you're off one rib here, yeah, it will never auto track back in. It'll sit here in this outer pulley, see how it's larger than the inner ones?
Yeah.
That will eventually cut right through that V right here. So it'll cut one whole edge of the belt off eventually.
Gotcha.
So you have to be real careful to get them all the way on there. That's good.
Awesome. See a lot of cars with them broken off, or?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
People run these up over curbs, and they're constantly, these things are broke. Yeah. Some cars, like the older Camaros, I can't remember what year range, but say like 94 year, that body style.
Yeah.
If you ever look at them, there's no openings up here in the bumper. Mm-hmm. So they have like a panel that just sticks straight down. It looks like a little snow scoop.
Yeah.
Well, that's designed it's sticking out in the air, and it forces air up. And then the radiator, in front of the radiator's got big plastic sleeves that are on both sides. So when the air gets pushed in there, it has no choice but to go down through the radiator. Mm-hmm. So that was how they cooled them. And those cars are real critical. When that thing's gone, they'll run quite a bit hotter down the highway, just because they don't have that dam to help push it up in there. These cars here, that's not such a big issue, but
yeah.
The trick of it is getting everything to line back up. With everything being built out of plastic anymore, it's
a lot harder or easier?
It's a lot harder, I think, than the old days. But as far as, all this stuff, it just falls and it's all limp, and and then you gotta. It's really not rigid until you get all the panels up and get everything snapped back together. Yes, sir.
Do you have a moment having issues here?
I'll make a moment for you there, sweet cheeks.
Then you guys go to automotive school? Is that how it works?
You don't have to. Some guys do, some guys don't. I did. I went to an actual college.
Yeah.
And got my degree in it, so I could even go teach if I wanted.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I figured out real fast, I'm pretty high strung, so I don't think I'd make a very good teacher. I don't have the patience. I have more patience now that I'm older than I did when I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
When I was his age, I didn't have the patience to put up with anybody. So, and Isaac's my first apprentice I've ever had, so that's kind of taught me how to be a little more human, I guess. Not get so excited about everything, but he's pretty good. I mean, he's come a long ways. I'm pretty impressed with his learning. Every now and then, we all do something dumb. He'll do something dumb, and he kind of gets down on himself. I'm like, dude, man, I've been doing this 30 years, and I still make mistakes from time to time. You just got to fix them and move on. Don't dwell on it.